Hello and welcome to the show. I am Joe Tophat. It was my best birthday ever, Charlie Brown has an interesting place in Peanuts history. It was only one of two specials to never air on TV. The second one being It's the Pied Piper, Charlie Brown. And it's also the last Peanuts special ever completed during Schulz's lifetime. I don't really have anything else to say about it, other than I'm here to review it. So without further ado, let's begin. The special starts off with Linus rollerblading. By the way, Jill Schulz, Charles Schulz's daughter, served as a model for Linus's rollerblading. Jill Schulz was no stranger to skating. She was a competitive skater in her day, taking part in several competitions. She even skated with the Peanuts characters in two Macy's Thanksgiving Day parades in the 1980s. She also starred in the infamous It's the Girl in the Red Truck, Charlie Brown, where she demonstrated her skating abilities. Anyway, Linus arrives at someone's birthday party where he and the others have a good time. We never learn whose birthday it is. In fact, Sally reveals she didn't even know it was somebody's birthday when Charlie Brown asked her if the kid got some nice presents. I always thought it was weird that Charlie Brown asked Sally about the birthday party. Why would he ask her? He was at the party. I mean, look at this scene. He's clearly there. Yet this scene right here makes it seem like he wasn't when he clearly was. Maybe it's an animation error and he was never actually meant to be at the party. I don't know. It's just weird to me how this plays out. But I don't want to dwell on it too long. So, moving on. We see Linus do more rollerblading when he hears a girl sing Omino, Benino, Caro. I am not saying that again. He takes off his rollerblades and walks around the garden. This is where he meets Mimi. Linus takes an instant liking to her. He helps Mimi with her gardening as he listens to her talk about her flowers and her grandmother. There are some scenes where Linus is clearly wearing shoes when he's obviously supposed to be in his socks. I tend to think that Mimi gave him some shoes to wear so his socks won't get torn or dirty. Linus tells her that he's just come back from a birthday party and soon he'll be having one of his own and invites Mimi to join. She promises that she'll be there. The next day, Linus daydreams about Mimi. He is so distracted that he doesn't hear Miss Offmore call him. He goes to the blackboard and starts to write down random stuff. This reminds me of the scene from You're in Love, Charlie Brown, where Charlie Brown did the same thing. Although he didn't write on the wall like Linus did. Another thing Charlie Brown never did was turn on the shower to get a drink of water in the middle of the night. Linus has it pretty bad. Lucy thinks it's crazy that Linus invited a girl he just met to his birthday party. I do agree with her to a certain extent. It is crazy to invite a total stranger to your party. Though I have to admit, it's not as strange as sitting all night in a pumpkin patch waiting for the great pumpkin. At the party, Charlie Brown starts to wonder if Mimi would actually show up. Linus is confident that she will, though he begins to have his doubts as time passes and she still hasn't shown up. Then the cake comes out and everyone sings happy birthday to you. It looks like Mimi won't show up and Linus is devastated until he hears Mimi sing happy birthday to you. He follows the sound of her voice to find her in the car with her parents. Once she finishes the song, Mimi gives Linus a rose and a kiss on the forehead. Then the car drives away. I always thought it was weird that Mimi never gets out of the car to go inside to meet Linus's friends. If she couldn't stay very long, she could have just went inside to say hello and maybe get a slice of cake. But Linus isn't bothered by the fact that she never gets out of the car, so I guess it doesn't bother me either. The special ends with Charlie Brown and Linus at the wall. Woodstock shows up to sing that song Mimi sung. It Was My Best Birthday Ever, Charlie Brown is a decent special. The rollerblading scenes are pretty fun to watch. And Linus's interactions with Mimi are rather cute. Mimi does seem to like Linus, which I think it's nice. Unrequited love is so common in Peanuts that when a character actually gives love back, it's a breath of fresh air. I don't have any real complaints against the special, other than that continuity error with Charlie Brown and the birthday party at the beginning, and maybe the Linus wearing shoes in some scenes when he's interacting with Mimi. Though like I said, you can excuse it by saying that Mimi gave Linus those shoes. And it's also kind of weird that she didn't actually go to the party, just sang that happy birthday to you in the car. It doesn't bother me too much. I've always enjoyed this special, and rewatching it again after all these years, I still find it enjoyable. I don't think it's the greatest Peanut special ever made, but it's still enjoyable. It Was My Best Birthday Ever, Charlie Brown may have been the last special made in Schulz's lifetime, but it's not the last one made with his direct involvement. That honor goes to He's a Bully, Charlie Brown. But that's a topic for another video. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later.